seamless integration of cutting-edge technology. Experience the future of connectivity, effortless and intuitive, making content creation effortless. Unlock the transformative potential with Zazmic. With a global force of 450 experts across 50+ countries, we excel in DevOps, AI ML, migrations and cloud infrastructure. Top-notch certifications back our suite of services led by Google Cloud Premier Partnership. Revolutionize your business today with Zazmic.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining today's webinar. It's very nice to meet you. I hope your day is going great. Today we're going to speak about Google Workspace, Gemini and AgentSpace, and what are the great AI features that are integrated into your workspace so you can use them and automate a lot of your daily tasks, workflows. And today's webinar will be about demos, so it will be a lot of demoing, a lot of cool features, a demonstration, and I hope that you will be able to use those features and build your own AI-powered workspace ecosystem with Gemini and AgentSpace. A few words about me. I'm Natalia Samsonyuk, Customer Relationship Manager at Zazmic, and Zazmic is a software development company and Google Cloud Premier Partners. So we offer a lot of help with AI implementation, and we work very closely with Google, so we ensure that you get access to amazing funding programs, initiatives, and other partner benefits. I will be happy to cover a lot of them at the end of this webinar, so please stay connected. And just a few words about the agenda for today. It will be around the workspace environment, how you can use it, what are the cool AI functionalities that are already built in the system, how you can use Gemini in your workspace, in the AgentSpace, Notebook LM, and some partner benefits as I mentioned. So many of you know that Google Workspace is a set of tools that your company can use for all the needs to run your business in terms of communication. You can send emails in Gmail, you can create docs, you can create Google Sheets, you can create presentations, store all the data on Google Drive, use Google Meet for meetings, and chats for communication with your teammates. And all of this environment is very scalable, so you can grow just by adding licenses very easily. It's very secured, so information is protected and can be only used by your company or whoever you granted the access to. And it's very easy and intuitive to use for collaboration between teams and various stakeholders. Another great addition to this is Gemini, that is an AI platform that you can use as your AI assistant for generating content, for improving your communication, for analyzing a lot of data, for better decision making, for actually improving your overall efficiency by up to 40%, and you can use your team's potential to the maximum. And Notebook LM is also about data analysis of your documents and efficient use of the data that you have at your fingertips. So let's speak about Workspace in action. Let's see some demos around the AI functionality in Gmail and others that you can see on the screen. Let's just go to my Gmail. Let's start with this. So this is my Gmail box. I use it for writing emails, and you can see the Gemini is integrated right here. It's a beautiful star. You can always find it at the right top corner. And by the way, you can just simply ask, what can Gemini do in Gmail? If you're new, it's very helpful. So you can summarize email threads, you can suggest responses. It can also find information, search for specific emails, or ask questions from the web. It can also create images, right? And calendar events and organize the inbox. So let's test it. For a summary, let's summarize the communication that I had with my colleagues was recently about summarize the next steps about the project. We discussed the project with my colleagues. Let's call it XYZ. And I really had this communication with my colleagues. So the summary that I'm getting, all the communication thread, basically that the project has been signed by the client, that we had the draft of the announcement email ready, then it will be a lot of the tracking analytics that required. So you can see a lot of specific details that Gemini picked up from my previous communication, and it's super helpful. It just a few seconds, it will remind me all of what was discussed within 100 email threads. Sometimes we have it on the projects, right? So it's very, very convenient. And let's write a reply. Let's test it how it can write a reply. So specifically for this project, it was a communication with my colleagues. So write a reply to Irina and Ina, and same project. And I specifically keep this prompts very basic without any details because I want Gemini to analyze the data for me, to read the communication in my email and just basically give me a ready reply that I can use. And it sounds like amazing email, and it picks up the last update that the project was officially signed by the client. Then it gives the action steps for each participant. For Ina, that she has to finalize the draft, and Irina has to do tracking and analytics campaign for the campaign, and another great next steps. So it sounds like a ready email that I could use, and it's true because I can verify it because I know that was the communication about. Let's test Gemini for creating a meeting. Create a sales team meeting, let's say on August 1st at 5 p.m. UK time. Let's give it a moment. Yes, and you can see that it created a meeting for me on my calendar. And yeah, it's right here. I can modify the meeting. Amazing. Another cool feature for image creation, right? Create an image of an AI assistant. That's what we're talking about. It will take just a few seconds. Usually it takes more time to generate an image, but you can see it gave me a few options for image, and I can copy and paste it in my email or documents. So that's very cool, and I didn't even have to switch between tabs, so open Gemini separately. I can do this in my email box. This is very, very convenient. So this is a cool functionality for email writing, analysis, generating images or meetings. And if you want to open Gemini in a separate window, you can always have it in this toolbar. It's always available here. So if you click on it, you go to Gemini, you can start a new chat, you can see the history of your conversation. So what is Gemini? Basically, it's your AI assistant generative model that you can use for information search, for deep search, creating documents, creating canvas, creating images. You can type in, for example, let's just take a look. I can ask what is Google Cloud, and it will find information for me. And if I don't want to type, I can use this the microphone and my voice, and instead of typing, I can just use my voice. And you can see it provided me a lot of information on Google Cloud. I can ask specific questions, and it's very, very cool feature to have for quick search and lookup of information. And then also there are gems. So gems are like AI assistants that are pre-made, or of course you can create your own one, and we will take a look at that. Sorry about that. So we go to Gem Manager, and you can explore more gems, these predefined AI assistants. And there are many of them: a brainstormer, outreach specialist, sales pitch, career guide, copy creator, coding partner, learning coach, sentiment analyzer, and writing editor. And let's just test the first one, brainstormer. So this model is predefined the way that it will help you brainstorm. It will clarify a lot of questions so you can make an easy decision. For example, let's pick with this one: affordable and creative gift ideas for my friend's birthday. And I just click, and it should ask me some clarifying questions because it's for brainstorming. Sorry, there is some internet problem. In this case, if it happens, no worries. You just copy paste. You don't need to go anywhere. You just do this within 1 second. And it will ask you about their hobbies or interests of your friends, and you can see the whole flow of questions to help you make the best decision. So that is really convenient. And if you want to create your own gem, you can also easily do this. Go to Gem Manager, create a new gem, and let's create one for, let's say you have a lot of projects that you need to prepare technical documentation for, like scope of work based on specific technical requirements, and you have to do it every day for different projects. It's very time consuming, very monotonous. So let's just create gem for that. And the instruction would be like, I need to create a scope of work for a development project for the company XYZ, and let's give it with timelines, estimates. What else is important? The service description, right? Service description. Then I will attach documentation that's for this project. It will be some technical specification because it has to use some data that you provide. And for this specific prompt, let's just add that don't use any real company data or company names. So just to keep it for the demo purpose. Yeah, and just in a few moments, it created a perfect scope of work for a next generation customer engagement platform development. So it has a date, it has introduction and purpose, project overview and objectives, key objectives. It's very detailed. Service description, key features and modules. So all this, the technical description. Then it has the technical architecture, and you can see a conceptual diagram, and that I can save in a specific document file. Explanation of components, technologies used. That's a lot of information just on a very random technical file that I use for this demo. It also has team composition and roles, and deliverables, and phases and timelines, and estimates that it used, assumptions, dependencies. I have a feeling that it might be your favorite AI tool that you can use, these gems in Gemini. So you can save it and you can reuse it at any time in the future. So those are cool features in Gemini that I wanted to share with you, and it's available in Workspace. Let's go to Google Drive, but basically this is storage for your files and documents, and There is no specific AI feature I would like to show. Basically, it's just around the specific and fast search of any documents that you have, or maybe a summary of whatever is in there that you're storing on cloud. Let's take a look at Google Docs. So the document creation is very, very simple in terms that it always gives you templates, gallery, and pre-made templates that you can use. Let's pick one for a project proposal. Let's say I don't have much time to prepare a project proposal, so I can use a predefined template. It will give me a picture and formatting that is ready. And then I can use Gemini to create actually the content right in this document. It can write me a summary or ask questions or just create the whole content for me, and images as well, because I showed you that it can create images in the files. If you want to create a new blank document, that's also possible. So you can, when you created the new document, then again you can have a lot of templates, and it will be a big variety for different needs. Let's say you can create campaigns for marketing, business proposal, the competitive analysis. You see there's so much going on here. I wanted to show you the variety for a project brief, project kickoff, product requirements, project roadmap, tracker, a lot of predefined custom-ready templates. So they will save you a lot of time on formatting, and your documents will always look professional. And then you use Gemini inside of this document to create content. For example, help me write. Let's create a business plan from scratch. And because I didn't provide any specific data, I just insert this structure. Because I don't have any specific data, it will just give me the structure that has to be in the documents. So then I can use Gemini to fill in all the details for my business plan, or I can use brainstorming from Gem to think of this data if I don't know yet, for example, what will be my target audience, and additional questions. So those are my favorite features. They allow me to work with my documents and content so fast and so efficient. So you can generate even images within a few minutes, and formatting, and it will be proofread, and it will be like perfect content ready to use. For Google spreadsheets, I know that a lot of people struggle with creating formulas and formatting. So again, as you can see from the gallery, you can pick any ready document. For example, it can be an invoice, so you just have to fill in the details. But you can also ask Gemini always, what can Gemini do in Google Sheets? Let's say it's a huge report or like a document with a lot of different numbers. It can create tables for you and formulas. That's awesome, because personally I don't like to create formulas. I never remember exactly how to do them, but Gemini can do this for you very fast. You can do the data analysis and insights. It can build a chart for you. Charts and graphs. It can summarize files and emails and perform actions like applying conditional formatting and a lot of other cool things. And again, on top of that, generating content and images. So how cool is that? And I'm sorry going a bit too fast through these functions because there's so many of them. We have limited time, and I promise that this webinar will be a demo. And I just want to show you the coolest AI features. So for creating Google Slides and presentations, of course you have predefined templates, or you can create always your blank document. But let's say if you don't have much time and you need a proposal, and you can have the beautiful layout ready for you, and then you can just use Gemini to create content. And let's just click add summary slide, and within a few seconds, it will provide me the content for this slide. And of course, I need to provide my own company information that I want to use for the presentation. But just for the demo reason, you see how fast it just to insert a slide that will already have an image for this slide, so I don't have to think about that. And it will create some content, and I can just modify it. And that's really cool. I don't know how faster work could be done. I don't think there is a faster way to work on things. So, Google Calendar, obviously self-explanatory, but there is a cool thing I wanted to show you what I personally love to use. It's this task bar right here that you can always have in your calendar, easy to open, and if you have a very busy day, super helpful when your tasks coming up and adding up. You can just create a task for today, and then you have more tasks and then more tasks, and then when you get them completed, you just click here and they're out of your list. They're off the list, and then it's done, so you never miss anything that you wanted to do. Google Chat. Again, that's self-explanatory that you can chat with your teammates. What is great about this feature that you would never have any issues that, oh, I cannot find this person, because you just use their corporate email or last name, and it will always find them. In some other providers, you always struggle if you don't know their ID or nickname, you cannot find them. But I never have this issue with Google Chat. And also AI helps you analyze numerous threads. Sometimes you leave for a few hours, the chat unattended, and then these threads, they pile up. So AI provides summary of what was discussed when I didn't check the chats, then action steps, what was important data missed, if there are any specific action steps specifically for me. So I'm sure I don't miss anything important because AI is summarizing everything. Let's talk about Google Meet. Google Meet, there is a cool feature. So I created a test event. Basically, this is a conference. When you go to the conference, I will not allow my microphone. So when you go to the conference room, you go to settings, you go to captions, you select the language of the meeting, and then you can turn on the live captions functionality, which is awesome because it will basically transcribe everything that the person is speaking about, word by word. And it's very helpful when the environment is noisy, you cannot hear the person well, or if you just zone out for a second and then you need to understand what's going on, and then you will see everything like past few sentences were captured. It's very convenient. And the coolest thing is translated captions, so you can choose a language of translation, and the captions will be translated. It will be live translation, but it will be written translation, of course. How cool is that? And also the Gemini notes. Let's say I don't have time, and even I don't want to take notes anymore. It's time consuming and distracting. So I just have always this sign over here, and I start taking notes of my meeting, and it will store the summary of the notes of everything what was discussed with the action steps and time lapse. And also it will provide transcription of word by word what it was exactly discussed. So if I don't remember something, I can always go to the transcription. So I love Gemini Notes. It's very convenient for meetings. And then remember, I show you cool meeting templates, so you can take these Gemini Notes, insert them in the beautiful structured template or ready draft email, and send it to your teammates. And that's done, just 2 minutes of your time. Let's check the Google Forms. So again, you have a template gallery. Let's just check this one. what you can do here. It's for gathering feedback from your corporate events. Of course, you can modify this templates very easily and fast, and then you can publish it and share with your colleagues. And you can use Gemini again for content creation and analyzing the feedback and summary, so you can build beautiful charts and demonstrate what and analyze, of course, what was good, what could be better, and Gemini will generate ideas for you on how to improve the process for whatever the process is for the event. So that's very, very cool. Google Sites. Oh, that is a great thing. You can create and publish your Google site very fast. Let's pick again a template just to demonstrate you the content of it. So you have the content blocks, you have the image carousel that you can create and completely customized. You can add buttons to this site. You can add spacers, social links, placeholders, YouTube link, calendar, maps, documents, and anything from this drop-down menu. You can create images with Gemini. And then you can publish it, and you will have the ready site, let's say, for the project. This is super convenient to work with the information. Contacts here is just for contacts, and Business Profile Manager is a separate set of tools for improving your business's online presence with Google ranking, your project, company's description, services and product description. So we will not cover this because it's a lot to cover, but you can always ask Gemini and it will give you exact instructions on how to work with this Business Profile Manager. And a lot of functions you have in your workspace here, the functionality for translation, password management, notes, even like a virtual classroom that you can create, or Draw.io, or connect in Zoho, or you can create and actually connect anything from Google Workspace Marketplace and have it here under your fingertips. So how easy is it to work with data now, right? Let's go back to the presentation. So we covered the functionality, and let's speak about AgentSpace because it's another separate, important, and interesting topic. AgentSpace is an AI platform where you can build your customized AI agents, and AI agents are like assistants that help you automate repeated tasks. Let's say you have a team of marketing, sales team, or a technical team that provide 24/7 support, and they exactly know their daily tasks, what they have to do. Let's say the technical team is replying to customers, creating tickets, sending them instructions on troubleshooting. And if you know this workflow exactly, you can create AI agents and they will do the work for you. And it will improve your team's capacity. It will increase the time for communication with clients. It will make it faster. That's what I wanted to say. So it's very efficient. For marketing, it can generate content, generate campaigns. It can analyze campaigns results. It can generate images that I shared. So basically anything with AI and Gemini you can do in AI agents. And another great feature is a unified enterprise search. It means that the data that AI agents will be using, they will be only based on your data sets. So for example, opposite, if you're using some open AI agents, you can never be 100% sure what replies they provide, what data they can be used. But when you set up your own AI agents based on your corporate data, you can be rest assured that the precise answers will be using only on your data and nothing else. Oh, sorry about that. And this is a great benefit. And this data is always secured and never used by Google for any learning or training reasons. So you only own your data, you only can access your data, and you can search through anything, all systems that you have. Google Workspace, you can connect your CRM, your project management tools, and AI agents and AgentSpace will do the search very fast. And I will demonstrate it as well. So automation of repetitive tasks, unified enterprise search, synergy with everything like Gemini, Workspace, and automation for all your routine and even content creation. And you can also use it for better decision making, because it can also analyze data and provide insights if you set up this agent. Let's go to some demo. So this is how Google AgentSpace look like. Let's see for the unified enterprise search, right? I want to search information about Zazmic. And here it will use our company data sets across website, Google Drive, and anything else that the company has. And then it will provide the information that it found in a very structured and very summarized way, so that is very convenient. Let's go to agents, and I can create my own agent that I want. And let's test this one. Let's say I want to use it for HR department, and we will use it for onboarding. So for onboarding, I want to create welcome email to employees. And for instructions, let's write an email to welcome newcomers. Please include links to company policies and corporate documentation, onboarding links, sales team contact. And then I add data sources. That can be my drive, that can be, I don't know if we need email, and let's say email and website. And let's create an agent and see what it can do. So when I'm typing, I'm not even paying attention if I'm doing a lot of typos, because usually it will understand everything so perfectly. And the email that it generated: welcome to Zazmic, dear new hire, welcome to the Zazmic team. We're thrilled to have you join us and look forward to your contributions. And then company policy links, and then important other links. So you can add the content that you want to include, the links and anything else. It just provided even the sales team email address. And it was so fast, and then you can save it, and then you can reuse it as many times as you want. So it's super fast to work. And it also, of course, has predefined prompts and AI assistants for translating text. So I just went here to prompts, and I see that's so many AI assistants you can have for translating text. Let's just test this one. Yeah, and it can translate for me, so I don't have to switch between different tabs. Then let's go back. I can draft an email, and I can send an email, generate image, generate code, explain technical documentation, summarize meeting transcript, structure content, find information, set a reminder, chat with content, generate marketing copy, analyze data, visualize data, deep research. So a lot of cool things. And remember that I show you can create always your own AI agent and use it. And Notebook LM is another great part of working with content. So this is how it looks. I'm in Notebook LM, and instead of just long description. I wanted to show you how it works in practice. So I can upload any document that I have. It can be from Google Drive, it can be slides, it can be a link to website, link to YouTube, or just copy paste text. And let's use the presentation that I'm just showing at this webinar. It will take a moment to upload it. So the point of this tool, Notebook LM, is to give you, first of all, to analyze your document and give you a summary. So this is a very precise summary of the document that I uploaded, which is the presentation. And what's great, imagine if you have 100 PDF file document that pages document that you need to analyze quickly. And what is also great, I can chat with the content, so I can ask questions. So I'm just asking, how do Google Workspace, Gemini, and AgentSpace collectively transform business operations? And it will give me an answer within seconds. And let's ask some random question. Does it have any pricing info? And it says it do not provide specific pricing figures or subscription cost. And it's true, there is no pricing information, but there are free of cost benefits. We're happy to speak about them later. And that's amazing functionality. What else you can do here is that I will show you here. You can add audio overview and mind map. So this is how mind map will look like for your document. So it's even easier to digest the contents from your documents. And that's really a feature that I love. And this is basically podcast created based on your document. So it sounds, I don't know if you can see, if you can hear it. So it sounds like two people are talking on a podcast about the document that you uploaded. And it's very convenient when you cannot read through information, so you can listen to it. And it's even more fun, especially it's cool to learn something new, to digest a lot of information. And it's really fun to hear people have a podcast about it. So super cool features, very easy to use once you set up Workspace with Gemini and Notebook LM. And AgentSpace, you can use everything, like all combined functionality in one place. That is really, really easy. And let's go back to the presentation. Let me check if I didn't miss anything. So we talked about the AgentSpace, Notebook LM, cool features, and yeah, I think those important things were covered. And when you think how does Zazmic come into play, and we can actually help you implement all of this. We can set up Workspace for you with AgentSpace, with Gemini, with Notebook LM, and everything. If you're not using Google Cloud, we help you migrate to Google Cloud. We are 500 people, and we've been in the market for 12 years. So we know how to work with Google. We help you with consulting, with support, AI implementation. Like, let's say you have any AI project and you don't know, or even you don't know how to use AI, but you want to start using AI. So we will explain to you how you can implement it, and we can implement it for you and support you after. And our focus is on Workspace, AgentSpace deployments, workshops, tailored, customized solutions starting from, I don't know what that was, notification, starting from a very simple chatbots to a very, very complex customized AI enterprise solutions. And the partner benefits that I mentioned that are free of cost with Zazmic, so it means you don't have to pay anything for them. We can get you access for funding for the AI workshops, or it can be a security workshop or architecture review workshop or AgentSpace. So the workshop is not that we show you how to use AI. Our AI experts prepare proof of concept for you on paper with all the documentation, with architecture diagram, with scope of work documented, with all the estimates, GCP estimates, implementation estimates, explaining everything, how it will be integrated into your system. So you get the whole solution, but just on paper. And then we can, of course, help you implement it outside of this workshop. It will be separate engagement, but the workshop is great to give you the whole understanding. It can be also migration workshop if you want to migrate to GCP, but you're not sure if it's worth it or like what are the benefits. So after the workshop, you will exactly understand what in your specific case are the benefits. Then we can get some potential funding for implementation. Again, it depends on specific projects, but we will do our best to do what we can in terms of getting extra benefits. Credits for AI deployment, flexible payment terms, insights for cost savings like committed use discounts, cost optimization sessions with our customer engineers. We can cover your workspace support by email free of cost. If you have any questions regarding to your GCP account and workspace account, you just send an email to our support team. Within 24 hours, they help you by email free of cost. Free billing support, a dedicated account manager at Zazmic. So if you have any question for your account about any Google events or a quota increase or you name it, any service in Google Cloud or any benefits, just you contact one person in Zazmic and you get a reply pretty soon and get help with everything. And we can get access to Skill Boost online training, so you can learn about AI, Google Cloud services, free of cost. So that's a lot of benefits, a lot of information. I know it's a lot to take in. If you have a question, please contact me. I'll be happy to speak with you. So these are my contacts, my email. You can find me at natalia.samsonyuk@zazmic.com. And I'll be happy to answer any question. Just book a session with me for 15 minutes or 30 minutes. We will discuss what benefits free of cost can be available to you today, what AI workshops or other workshops we can get for you. And yeah, just let me know price information on Workspace or Gemini or AgentSpace, how to integrate them in your system, how to migrate to anything, you name it. And speaking of our experience in YSA, we have a lot of projects on AI and we can build any AI solution for you, even if it's very custom and rare. So if you go to our website, that is zazmic.com, and click to Expertise AI Workshops, you see 32 workshops on our websites. And you can scroll through them and you can find any idea. Maybe you want to implement it for your business. So you can find even presentations and videos here, so you can learn more about what we can do for you. And again, if it's not on the list, if it's something very specific, just write me an email or book a session, 15-30-minute call with me. I'll be happy to speak with you. And yeah, hope to see you very soon. Let me know, send some feedback about this webinar. I hope it was helpful, and let's keep in touch. Thank you so much for your attention and have a great day.